Hello, it's Friday the 15th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. Now, where the UK recession may end as quickly as it began, any economic growth is still pretty hard to come by. And it's not just the higher interest rates that are squeezing demand. Regardless of who wins the election, growth forecasts for the next term of Parliament are set to barely scratch the surface of that gaping 4% hole in GDP that was blown up by Brexit. Hunt's budget will have little effect. That was more tinkering around and dropping in a few tax cuts to bribe voters, and it definitely lacked any radical incentives or initiatives which could drag the economy back to health. Of course, we're still waiting to hear about any policies Labour may propose as a solution, and fears are growing that there may be no new ideas from either side of the aisle. Over in the US, inflation is falling. Slower than the Fed wanted to see, but it is falling nonetheless. We've seen pretty decent economic growth over the past 2 quarters, and of course unemployment is close to all-time lows. Yes, the economy is cooling, but that is what monetary policy is aiming for at the moment. But the data points all still point more towards a soft landing than towards a recession, yet some still fear a recession is coming. Jamie Dimon, the CEO at JP Morgan, thinks there'll be a recession in the next 2 years, and pressure for a rate cut remains on the Fed. Some want to see it just for economic stimulus, some want to see it just to see a more proactive Fed. I'm not sure that's really the right reasons behind it. In the market, sterling fell back to 127.30 against the dollar due to uncertainty over a rate cut at next week's MPC meeting. Meanwhile, the dollar index is slowly regaining composure, and we peaked around 103.40 yesterday. We kick off this morning from around 127.40 against the dollar, about 117.10 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 108.80 on the open. And that's it from me, capping off another week. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Have a great weekend. I'll be back on Monday.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.